somebody asked, when did you start following God? So I got kind of a unique story. Like 9 years old, like let's just be for real, y'all. But yes, that's the answer to the question. Oh, I just saw this. Somebody said no question, but you're doing amazing, girl. Love your content. Oh, thank y'all. Love y'all. Okay, besties, it's your girl Grace and I am back with another video. If you're new, thank you so much. If you're not, welcome back. Light skin got it new. Even look like long too. I be tripping with this money, hit the strip. So, first off, ignore this band-aid, y'all. I got a really bad little scratch, so we're not gonna talk about it. But today we are doing my first Q&A video. I'm so excited. I've never done Q&As. I barely do sit-down videos. Y'all know this. Like, if you're on my channel, I'm a vlog girl. But 2025, I said I was giving different content, so okay. And yeah, we got some good questions. We got some deep stuff, some stuff about life, and then some, you know, generic questions of just getting to know me better, because like I said, I don't do chit chat, so we don't get to talk a lot. So we're gonna get into this. One thing about it is I can yap, I can chit chat, so I'm not even like, I know I can yap, I can talk all day about the smallest things. So this is gonna be very interesting. But we're gonna start off with the questions y'all asked me on Instagram. Let's start off with the easy stuff. Somebody asked, what's your favorite meal? I'm like a pasta girl. I really can eat any type of pasta. Like, don't matter, like mac and cheese, chicken alfredo, and it's so easy to cook, so I like cooking that too. So that's definitely my favorite meal. Any type of pasta, like anything with pasta. Let's see, are you going on any trips this year? If so, to where? That's a good question. That's a really good one, because I want to go on a lot of trips this year. Like, and last year too, I wanted to go for a big birthday trip, but the planning, like, y'all, it'd be a lot, and like my schedule be so busy. But I am planning to go on a cruise this summer as like my first trip as an adult. So hopefully, like with my sister and maybe one more friend. And I don't know where we're gonna go, because I was looking at Hawaii, but that one has to be like 5 days and up, and I'm really looking for a cruise that's like a weekend, like 3 days, something like that, because 5 days is kind of too much for me. I ain't gonna lie. On the boat, moving around, no. But I want to take a lot of trips, like a lot, and maybe even a birthday trip. I really want to go to Colorado when it's cold. Like, that's on my bucket list. And a cabin trip, but I don't have no friends. But I really want to do a cabin trip, like real bad. Like, that been on my mind. But I don't know if I want to do it by myself. That's why I'd be so scared. And I was gonna, like, I was about to book a trip, y'all. I was about to book a trip to Mexico last year, because I had saved up my money. I lived. And every time I be about to book, I just be like, girl, you cannot go alone. Like, you're going to get snatched up, and then your life is over with. So I be too scared. But 2025 for real, I'm at least, if I don't even go on a cruise, I'm catching a flight or something. Like, because what? I need to be traveling. I'm 20. This time is for me. I need to travel. So hopefully that happens. Y'all will get a vlog, of course, if it does. So stay tuned. Maybe. We'll see. Okay? Where do you see yourself, or what do you see yourself doing in 2025? What do I see myself doing in 2025? I have a lot of goals. I feel like it depends on like months and seasons, because really just this spring, like January, February, March, April, like it's just a lot of growth, health, and wellness. Like, I just want to be well and take care of my body and learn some more like routines to do that. And y'all see that stuff on my channel too, just like a lot of like lifestyle change, lifestyle habits, like dieting, spiritual growth, all that. I just want like wellness full round. So I definitely see that in 2025, getting back in the gym, doing a lot more. And then like summertime is where I be stacking up so much money in the summer. Like, y'all be out partying, y'all be out doing all that. I be working doubles every day. Y'all, I will never forget last summer. Like, when I say I stacked so much money, like I would work a morning shift to midday, and then go to my, like, have a little break. And I would get a 30-minute break at that job too. And I'll have a little break while I'm driving, I'm eating my food. Get to the next job, work that midday to late night, literally every day in that summer. Like, y'all don't know, I'll be stacking that bread. So summer is really like a grind time for me. So I already see that. I'm gonna try, like I said, I'm gonna try to travel this summer, like enjoy it too, because I worked all last summer, but summer is where I grind. So I already know that that's what that's gonna look like. So saving a lot of money, like prepping for that. And fall, like right after that, is where I'm in volleyball mode. If y'all don't know, I'm a D1 volleyball player, so pretty much the fall and a little bit of the summer too is like grind time, go mode. I barely be creating content because I be so busy. Like, it's go mode. It don't be no games. Like, so I don't know. That's kind of like in segments of what I see myself doing in 2024, but a lot of wellness, a lot of growth, a lot of saving money and just trying to be financially stable, and then a lot of hard work. And I'm really trying, like, my volleyball goals are like half of my goals this year, because it'll be my junior year in college, and I want to just put everything together and go crazy, y'all. Like, go crazy, like really do something big. So that's a lot of my goals too. So I see myself doing a lot in 2025, but it's just kind of like different segments of it. So yeah, I hope that answered the question. How do you manage content creation in school? Any tips? Yeah, I don't even know if I can give y'all any tips for real, because I be so inconsistent. Like right now, like I think December I posted like 10 videos. This month it's looking like 9-10 videos. But when I am in season, like when I'm in my student athlete mode, it probably be like 2 videos a month. When I'm just in school, you might get like 3, because my life is boring. Like, so I don't know. I'm very inconsistent myself, but like I do know, like when I do get a break, I try to like get a lot of content in. Like that's why December is like, okay, that's my first month of, like, it's my birthday month. I'm out of school, I'm done with my season. I'm like, you need to get on your grind. So I try to like really take advantage of those times where I don't have school. And then when I do have school, like I might focus more on like Instagram reels and like YouTube shorts and something like that, like just little videos that I can do during the day instead of like a big long YouTube video, because maybe I don't have the time, or like yada yada yada. So like that. And then I also be trying to do like or batch content. I'll batch a whole bunch of content. I might save it for when it's a slow time, so that I can like have little uploads. So I might have 4 videos, but I'm not gonna post 2 this week and 2 next week. I'm gonna stretch that out. Like that could be a whole month of videos right there if I just do one you know, one every Friday, just or something like that. So you still keep your fans engaged and look consistent, rather than 2 a week, 2 a week, and then none for the rest of the month. You know, so those tips like that is what I would say. But it definitely gets hectic. It gets like a lot, because you already got so much to manage just as a student. And even a student athlete is 10 times like, you ain't got no time for real. But I be trying. Do you still play sports? Yes, I'm still playing volleyball at Texas Southern University. Like I said, I'm my sophomore year. I'm finishing up. We're in the off season right now, so it's kind of chill. That's why I'm doing so much content. But I'll be there my junior year. And yeah, I'm still playing, so y'all will be getting like workout videos and 6 a.m. practice videos with me, because that's what I'm about to get into when I go back to school. So yes, but I still play sports. How is school going so far? Y'all, college is, I be telling people when they ask me, first off, college is fake. Like college is fake, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like I'm such a hybrid. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like college is fake because, you know, everybody just feels like, oh, it's college, it don't count. Like it's no real responsibility. Like you almost there, but you're not really there. You just do whatever. There's no consequence to your actions. But like me, like I feel like I'm in real life. Like yes, I'm in college, so I'm a student athlete and I have professors, so I'm still like under people a lot in my life, but it's like under authority. Like that's what I mean. But like I got my own place to live. I got my own car. I work my jobs. I do my own thing. So I feel like, no, I don't feel like I am grown. Like I am grown, but at the same time, like I'm in college. So it's like I feel so weird, and I do not get along with anybody at college, y'all. Like I mean, I found one good friend who she's about to graduate, but she's like, at least like I get it. Like I'm grown. I'm not trying to, I don't know how to explain it. Like people in college just be so weird. Like they be behind mentally. Like I'm on 10 pages ahead of them in life. So I just don't get along with them, because like, girl, what do you mean? Like you just spent all your money on whatever, like on a party or on some food, like. And you know how like I might say that, like, I got $5 in my bank account. Baby, I'm joking. I don't really got $5 in my bank account. They really be having $5 in their bank account. Like, no, boo. Like I'm trying to save for a house, and you talking about you got $5 in, and you spending it on vape. Hello, like crash out. I can't hang around them, y'all. Like it's just a real disconnect. But it's going good, I guess. Like only thing I really like about college is volleyball, because the class is good. I always get A's and B's. Hopefully I can graduate early, because like I'm trying to get out of there for real. But yeah, the classes be cool, professors be cool for the most part. Yeah, grades good. It's just that social life. And I don't know, it's because I go to a HBCU, I think, y'all. And I didn't need to go to a HBCU. Like I've been around black folk my whole life. Like, I stay in the hood. Like, I get it. I've been around black people. Like, I totally get it. It was cool. Okay, got it. But, like, bro, like, now y'all just started to piss me off because y'all don't take life serious and you making me mad because, get for real. Like, you don't got no goals that you trying to achieve. You don't got nothing you trying to do. Like, we 20. And you still acting like this high school. Like, I hate it. I hate it. So, I don't really hang around nobody. So, anytime y'all see me in a vlog with some friends, it's people from high school or, like, it's either my teammates and that's teammates. That's, like, it's just that. Like, it's no, like, college friends going out. Like, I wish, but nah, that's not the vibe for me. But I still enjoy it because, like, all I want to do is get my degree, play volleyball, and go on with life to my big girl, like, career and job. So that's really where I'm at with it. But I mean, I would still say it's going good. The school part is definitely good. So yeah. Okay, next one. We're gonna get into some mental health. Somebody asks, how are you doing mentally? So what day is it? As of January 11th, 2025, I am doing great mentally. Mental health has been a big part of my journey. Like, I have struggled with depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, like a lot. I don't know if I can say that. Can I say that? Trigger warning, my bad. But yeah, I struggled with all of that before at some point in my life. But as of now, like, really, like, as of today, because mental health is an everyday journey. It doesn't just, you don't just get better overnight, and it doesn't just at any, like, it's never gonna fully go away, if that makes sense. It's an everyday fight. So that's why I say as of January 11th, 2025, Gracie is doing okay. Not okay, I'm doing great. But yeah, I don't know what really changed for me right now. I just been in such a space of, like, being grateful, and really showing gratitude toward myself, and yeah, just trying to be grateful for all the things, because God has really given me so many opportunities. And even when I've been praying and talking to him lately, I just be saying, like, there's literally nothing bad in my life right now. Like, I have nothing to complain about. Like, I'll be doing my little Bible verse, my Bible app, like, prayer, and it's like, bring your concerns to him. And I'm like, God, like, I mean, I still have concerns for the world, but like, I don't even have any concerns in my life to bring to you. Like, everything is, like, that good. Like, you put me in a place where all I can do is be grateful, because it's only good opportunities around me. And so I try to really embrace that right now, and, like, out of in a moment of, like, the things that I don't have, or things that, oh, I'm chasing after this, I want this, but just being grateful about it, because yes, like, it could change like that. Like, tomorrow I could be not feeling so well, so I really just try to embrace it and live in the moment. But yes, God is a big part of my mental health journey. I didn't ask that question, so we're not gonna get into that, but yeah, definitely doing good, doing great, being very, very grateful for the fact that I'm doing good. And yeah, we're praying for our besties who aren't feeling so great mentally, because I have been to therapy, I've been through all of it, and the only thing that really truly helped me was God. So praying for y'all besties. Hope that in 2025 you find God and he can heal any mental illnesses or anything you're dealing with mentally. So yes, praying for the girlies. Okay, so going forward with that, we're gonna go into the questions that most people ask about God. Spiritual things. Somebody asks, when did you start following God? So I got kind of a unique story. Like, my dad is a pastor, so let's start there. So I'm a PK, I'm a pastor's kid. I think I gave my life to Christ at 9, like, for myself, where I actually understood it and said the words, and all of that. And then I got baptized after that. And then I remember, first I remember, like, I used to just ask my mom and daddy, like, why we can't take the communion? Why we can't take the bread and the wine? Like, I want the juice too. And that's because I didn't understand it yet. So they first break it down to me, like, okay, what salvation is, what it means, why people are taking that. And you have to have your own relationship with Christ to do that. And so after that, that's when I gave my life to Christ. That's when I got baptized. But that's just like a little bit of the journey. But we're going to get into that because I think somebody asked that question. But that is when I started following Christ. So I guess I would say like 9. And I'm 20. But like 9 years old, like, obviously you're going to go through some more ups and downs in life. Like, you barely touched life yet. So yes, you gave your life to him or you started following him then. But you're going to have some growth. You're going to have some development. You're probably going to have to recommit your life to Christ, or you're going to find like a turnaround moment, right? Because 9 years old, like, let's be for real, y'all. But yes, that's the answer to the question. Oh, I just saw this. Somebody said, no question, but you're doing amazing, girl. Love your content. Oh, thank y'all. Love y'all. My friend, actually. Can you talk a little bit about your walk with God / testimony if it isn't too personal? It's personal, but we still going to talk about it because that's why we doing this. So, my walk with God. So yeah, like we just said, like giving my life to Christ, and kind of like I've always been involved in the church and all those things, and then giving my life to Christ at 9, a very young age. You would think that like it meant smooth like childhood and growing up and all of that, but it didn't. It really didn't. Maybe for like that 9, 10, 11, maybe like those years, but close to teenage and teenage years, y'all, for me. So where do I even start? Yeah, I had a lot of ups and downs. The first time that I actually or the first situation like I really started to know Christ for myself, and like not because like my dad was a pastor, I was just always in the church, was probably 12 or 13, which I've been playing volleyball I guess for a little minute. I was 12 or 13. I was playing at this point, and like I've always been naturally athletic. I'll say that. I won't say good, but naturally athletic. And so the team that I was on, I was pretty much like the best player, and like all the players knew it, the coaches knew it, the parents knew it. Like the parents would come up to me, oh my gosh, we need you, we love you, all of this. And so at that time I was really struggling with like identity and value. It was really like value. I didn't feel any value, and this is not to blame my parents in any type of way. As I grow up, I just realized you have these phases in life. Like my parents were oh so loving, like really looked up. I got some great parents, but in the moment as a 12, 13-year-old, I just felt like my parents didn't value me, they didn't love me. And I mean, I guess so I deal with, I don't know, I was just tripping, I don't know, okay? But yeah, so the only place I really felt valued and had a self-identity was in volleyball and was in this specific team. And so but I was really disrespectful. I was disrespectful to my teammates, I was disrespectful to my coaches and all of this. And mind you, this is like a Christian volleyball team, y'all. Like Christian volleyball team, like they have us doing Bible studies at 12, 13, all of this, and I'm being bad, like I'm being disrespectful to all of them. And so they ended up kicking me off the team. So mind you, like I know I'm the best player, everybody knows I'm the best player, but you gonna kick me off? Like I was like, oh no, like whatever, like yada yada yada. But yeah, I ended up being kicked off, and I couldn't play volleyball for like maybe like 3 or 4 months, or whatever. And I'm maybe less than that, I'm not sure, but around that. And I think that was the first time I actually felt like depression, and I didn't know what it was in the moment for real, because I was still a kid. But like I would just cry. I would just cry in the dark, turn off the light in my room, sit in the corner and cry. And like I would do a lot of crazy stuff for like attention from my parents or like from anyone, like just to see if they care. Like it was such a crazy phase. I really don't know, but yes, it was so bad I used to just cry. I used to like, y'all, I used to be so bad. I used to steal from my parents. Like I used to be disrespectful, all of that. But that was the first like encounter of like, okay, there's some mental health things. And I remember at this point I'm getting close to like going in high school, and I was still dealing with it. And so I don't know, I think in that moment, some of those times I would still like try to pray, but like I didn't get it yet. I didn't get it. And I started doing research on like what is depression, all this. So now I'm reading this stuff that's telling me I'm crazy, I'm breaking down, and I need this, yada yada. So it wasn't good. So yeah, that's where it started, like the value and all of that. And we're gonna fast forward so much more in that story, right? But we're gonna fast forward to junior year in high school. This is where I started dealing with anxiety. I was homeschooled my whole life until my sophomore year. My sophomore year I started going to school, but it was COVID, so I was online still. So I was online, and I played volleyball at the school. So it was still like my first experience of a real school. But my junior year was the first time I had to go to school, stay inside the school, like be in the classroom, and I had never dealt with that. So I had a lot of anxiety, but not like about being in school, because I'm like bro, I'm cool, like I'm not gonna have no anxiety about being, you know what I'm saying? But I would sit in that classroom and like I would lose my mind. Like I used to have to go to the what was the lady name that you know, your little advisor, I guess, in high school that she would go to. She was like everybody loved mama, you know. I would go to her and just sit in her office, because like my heart would feel like it would stop beating. I remember it was this one classroom, it was clear and it had sliding doors, but like I just felt trapped in there. Like I couldn't, and like I would do all of my homework, would hide in the cafeteria behind the bleachers. Like I was like, and I'm always a loner, like I'm a real loner, but I would hide behind the bleachers, y'all, to like get away from everybody, because like I can't have anxiety. I just cannot want to be around people, and I used to do that every day. So I don't think that was the healthiest, but we used to do it. And like the janitor would come by, he would just be like, hey, what's up? Like he would just behind the bleachers, y'all. Okay, but yeah, this is junior year, anxiety, dealing with all of this. And once again, we're back with volleyball. I had an amazing coach, but this is where it started with. I wasn't really depressed. Like I said, I was dealing with a little anxiety, and then I was getting to a point where I was suicidal, where I was having suicidal thoughts and I was self-harming. And she, my volleyball coach, I don't know if she noticed, I don't know what, because I used to wear like arm sleeves or whatever in practice, so like you couldn't really see it. But oh, and there was one friend, oh my gosh, I'll talk about him later. Okay, but yeah, this is the first coach to tell me like, you're more than a volleyball player. Like, I value you more than a volleyball player. And you're just more than that. You're more than that, and I love you as a person, and not just, I don't like you for what you bring to my team, but I just like you as a young lady. Like, and all these things, these positive things that she told me. She told me, take a break from volleyball. I still want you to come around. You don't even have to practice. You don't even have to play. Like, you can just come around and be yourself. And so she helped me go to therapy. She helped me do all these things. It was a really good moment for me. And in that time, I spent a lot more time with God, and like even through the therapy, I had a therapist who was a Christian as well, so she helped me a lot through that as well. Yeah, so that was kind of like that junior year. Senior year, I kind of just like, I don't know. It was like junior year was so good, and I was growing so much. Like, I used to journal every day. I used to like read my Bible, all of this. But I really used to journal and talk to myself about it. And then senior year, I don't know what I was doing. It's like I knew what I was doing, but like I was doing dumb stuff on purpose. Like, I was just doing it just to try stuff, because I wanted to prepare myself for college. I was like, I'm not gonna go to college and I haven't done this. Let me do it right now so I can at least have experience. I don't want to be no newbie. So I was just out trying all the sins in the world, y'all. Like, knowing I'm a Christian, knowing I'm supposed to be doing better. And mind you, my senior year, I transferred to another school, and so I was in a whole new school. I transferred to another volleyball club, so I was around all new people, all new experiences, because I just wanted to try everything before I got to college. So, did that. Tried it all, y'all. Dibbled and dabbled, y'all. All of it. Summerish, pretty much after graduating, I was going through a lot, like relationship stuff. Oh my gosh, y'all. It was a whole lot, but pretty much when I got to college, or before. No, it was before. Oh, I don't remember, guys. I don't remember anything about high school. But I know that basically I was undecided. I was feeling so much pressure about college. So, all this has been going on. I'm not struggling super hard with any mental health, anything. I'm pretty much enjoying life. Yeah, I'm pretty much enjoying life. But now I'm feeling like so convicted. I'm feeling like now I need God, because I'm supposed to go play D1 volleyball. Like, I'm supposed to go do all this. Like, everybody around me knows, all my teammates. I know my parents. I know my siblings. I'm feeling all this pressure. Like, I know I'm supposed to go do this. Like, in other people's eyes. And like, I'm like, God, like, the offer's coming in. The offer's coming in, no doubt. Like, all over, all levels of volleyball, division college is coming in. And I'm like, nothing feels right. Like, I'm so stuck. I was so stuck in life. I'm like, it's just like nothing is working. And it was some months, I swear. It felt like years, but it was some months of just sitting down, constantly journaling, talking to God in my notes, praying, and telling him, like, God, I will not move. I will not make a decision till you tell me where to go. Because now I'm going back to like my childhood. I'm going back to what I'm raised on, of like, I know you'll put me in the right spot. Like, mind you, just this senior year, just dibbled and dabbled in every single sin, y'all. Like, for real. And here I am going back to my roots saying, God, I know you're going to put me where I need to be. Like, it was one of those moments of like, oh my gosh, I'm so convicted because I was doing wrong and now I need you. And it was the way that he still came through. So I just stayed praying, just in the same, I will not move till you say move. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not committing till you say do it, God, because I'm not going to make this decision without you. Like, I know it's going to be a big life decision, and I refuse to make it without you. And in that moment, I just grew so close with God, y'all. Like, it's one of those times you just wish you could honestly go back to. Like, was it stressful? Yes, but did you know that God was near? Like, yes. Oh my gosh, it was very crucial. But yeah, he really talked to me and really put it on my heart and said, you're going to go to CSU. And when he told me that, it took me some weeks to say, like, okay, yes, God. And that's me being honest, because obedience isn't always easy, because I grew up in Houston. Both my parents were TSU. It's right up the corner. It's not the best school. I know this. I've been to their games. I'm like, God, like, I kind of wanted to go do a little bit more, like, like, what else? And then at this time, this coach is telling me, like, she's interested in me. She's coming to my games and all of this. But she's like, hey, like, I won't have any scholarships for you. Like, you can try to get money for your grades, but I as a coach won't have any money for you. And she's like, when you come, you can get this money, yada yada yada, like a couple years in, but I can't give you any money. And I'm like, God, like, nah, like I'm supposed to be the one, like, I'm supposed to be the one out of all my family to like do it big, take the pressure off my parents, and you telling me to go to the only, y'all, this was the only school that didn't have money for me. Every other school had money for me that was talking to me. And I'm like, God, like when I said I needed you to come through like this, I was like, come on, like be for real, like be for real. I was really like wrestling with it. But after I spent all that time, I said, no, I'm not gonna move till you say move. You're saying move, I'ma go and I'ma trust you. So yeah, that was when me and God, like as an adult, that was my own first like test of faith of being like, okay, mom and daddy can't pray you through this. You gotta pray yourself through this. You have to be obedient. Like nobody else can get me through this. This is where me and him like grew, and my faith and obedience in him grew. So it definitely changed like my walk with him. It was like it had been mommy and daddy's faith. It had been like a little bit here, but once I hit that point, it was like, okay, this is me and God in my adult like faith, in my adult walk. And then from then it's just been little challenges, but I feel like that was definitely the turning point. But even a year after that, like after my freshman year of college, and I went through my first semester, and I did amazing, did all this A's and B's, played, worked hard. At the end of the meeting, at the end of that year, no scholarship. I was like, okay, like that's not what was said. I'm a little confused. I was like, okay. Went to the next semester, A's and B's, amazing. This was like we're about to go into this semester of 6 a.m. practices. I was there at 4 a.m. before the coaches, setting up everything, extra ups, all of this. End of that semester, getting time for the meeting, no scholarship. And that's when I hit up God again, like, hey yo, like I think they was lying. Like I think they was lying, God. Like, do you see this? Like, can we get an update? And so now in my flesh, because now I know I can play at this level, I know I can do this on in my own. Like I know I can do it. So I'm like, okay, like I'm finna go. Like I'm telling her like, oh, I'm finna go. Like yada yada. But I'm praying because I'm like, I'm gonna go back to how you got me here, and God ain't saying nothing. He didn't say anything. Like the first time I heard him say like, you're going to TSU. This time it was nothing, and this was months of praying, like all this, all over Christmas break, nothing, y'all. Like I know how to hear God's voice, so I'm like, no, like it's nothing being said. And so I had to remember, like, if the last time I talked to you, you said go here, and now I'm asking you a question and you're not saying anything, you're not saying move. The last thing you said was be here. And if you're not saying move, that means stay here, right? Like, that's what you're trying to say. So I had to just realize that of like, Grace, you got to die to your flesh. And the reason he even told me to be here wasn't just because of the like, he wanted me to suffer from being like, not getting my school paid or like feeling like a failure. Like, he wanted me to be here to preach the gospel to those around me and to connect with others, with, you know, other Christian community and all these things. And I've seen that so far, but I was still like, okay, God, but like, you didn't say that I was gonna have to be paying for this my whole, because man, y'all working 2 jobs and all that. I'm like, yo, come holler at me, like, we ain't signed up for this. But yeah, so that is pretty much when I realized, okay, he still wants me to stay. He's saying nothing. That means just stay, Gracie. He's not saying move. So I stayed. I worked my behind off that summer, like I just talked about. I had to save up all my money, so I was working those doubles so I could still be in school and play. And I was hosting open gyms and practices that whole summer at my school and all of this. And then season starts, school starts. This is my 2nd year now, still no scholarship. And I kid you not, after the first scrimmage, y'all. So that means I had already died to myself. I already said like, okay, I'm gonna start the season with this, and I'm gonna do another year with God, because I'm gonna trust in you. And that's what he really touched on me. I noticed that by how late it came, I already know. He was like, I need to see if he was really gonna do it, if he was really gonna buy in, because I just started the season now, and she calls me in her office, and I'm so scared. I'm like, did I do something? I am in trouble. Like, I'm like, what is going on? And she talks to me, and she's like, yes, like, we're gonna put you on full scholarship, all of this. And I'm like, yo, like, what? Because I'm thinking I'm gonna do a whole nother year. Like, I gotta wait, because it's kind of like in the middle, and it normally doesn't happen like that. So I was so confused. But when I tell y'all, God's goodness, okay, like, will catch you. And I was reading this in Isaiah today, like, he always says, But in the right time, like, I will make it happen. In his time, and he will make it happen. Not when we want it to, because then, like, it's his power. So he has to do it when he sees fit. And he has to wait till I truly bought in and signed that contract to do a whole nother year, knowing it wasn't going to be nothing. Then he was like, okay, just to test my face, just to let you know, make sure you was bought in. And so it's really been a good experience for me. And recently, even more, y'all, it's a little more, okay, just a little more, because this is truly my testimony that I'm living in right now. And even this semester now, which I don't know where we at, y'all, fall 2024. So that season when I did get the scholarship, throughout that season, y'all, and when I tell y'all I was so far from God, it's so crazy. And I don't even want to say, like, I wasn't that far, but compared to the fall before, when I didn't have the scholarship, when I had to work those 2 jobs, when I wasn't nowhere near paying off my car, I wasn't having that success that I was having, baby, I was in my Bible every day. I was in my Bible in study hall, every chance I could get, reading that Bible, praying, doing all that. Versus now that I have it, now that I have all those things, I was so far from him. I wasn't as concerned because I didn't have any needs. And he recently just convicted me so bad about that, because it's like, but the crazy thing about God is that, like, he knew I was going to buy in, I was going to do this, he was going to give me the scholarship, and I was going to kind of turn away from him. But he still gave it to me. Think about humans, is like, we wouldn't do that. If you know that you give somebody $5 and they're not going to give it back, you're not going to give them their $5, right? That's us. But God still gave me that money knowing I wasn't going to give it back. I was going to turn away from him, right? And it's such a unique experience. So I've been reading, like, the prodigal son, and my church did, like, a sermon about, like, being a prodigal son and daughter and coming back home and coming to Christ and what that looks like. So that's really the season I have been. That's, like, currently to me now, of, like, coming back to him and repenting and getting back to that, getting back on fire for him, and not having to have an outstanding circumstance that I need him to come through and help me with, but just wanting to be with him, like, just wanting to be in his presence and bless him because of who he is, not what he's gonna do, what he has done for me. So that is my walk and my testimony that is currently going a bit of time to talk about, but yeah, that's it. Last questions. Somebody asked, what's motivating you to do your channel or to continue doing your channel? Honestly, it's something that I just enjoy. Like, it's literally like a visual diary for me, a visual journal. And I just love, like, I go back and watch my old videos all the time. It's just like, oh my gosh, this was 19-year-old Gracie. This was 18-year-old Gracie. Like, look at her. Like, this was me a year ago. Just to kind of, I don't know, it's like a reflecting thing. And then I love it. I just feel like that girl sometimes. I really feel like that girl on camera. Like, look at me, look at my life. Like, I don't know. It's a lot of things. And then obviously hitting like 500 subs. That was just like a motivating thing, because, like, wow, like, y'all really like me, y'all like to watch me, okay, cool, let's be besties for real, like, let's keep it going. So that's motivating me for sure. And I just love YouTube, because, like, I love yapping, I love talking all day. Why did you want to start YouTube, and what college do you go to? I started YouTube, like, randomly, y'all. Like, I just did a reel and I really liked it. And I first started with, like, hair content, and then I just did a hair video. And I was just like, this is too fun. So I just kept it going. Like, it was random. I did not have a big grand plan. I didn't do no research. I just started because it was something that was fun for me. And I actually love that about my journey, that I didn't start like, okay, I'm going to post this video, it's going to go viral, I'm going to post this, I'm going to post this. And nope, I just started off of fun, like, random energy. And yeah, I love that. So that's how I started. What's your goal for YouTube? I would love to get to a point where I am getting paid off of YouTube, but honestly, it's just to at least capture, like, these years of my life, like these young random years of my life, to just capture them and have them on video so that I can always look back on them. I can show my kids and all that. Like, I don't know, I just feel like that's a vibe. And so I can, like, capture my growth too. That's really the important goal. Like, because I've been doing it for 2 years now, and that was me, like, high school me. Now I'm in college. Like, just kind of capture these phases of life and see myself develop and grow on camera is really the goal for me. But don't get me wrong, I want to get paid. I want to get paid too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind 100,000 subscribers and a little check. I'll take that too. But yeah, that's pretty much the goals. I think that is all our questions. It was real simple because I already know I'm gonna talk a lot, so I wouldn't answer too many questions, but I hope that helps y'all get to know me a little bit more. I do want to do another Q&A because I like this. It's a vibe. I can do this all the time, like, all the time. But yeah, I hope y'all feel like that was a get to know me and I answered y'all questions good, because sometimes I'll be yapping about anything, but I tried to stay on topic. I really tried. So comment like what else y'all want to know about me, what other videos y'all want to see, if there's any other videos I can do for y'all to get to know me better in 2025. Like, that's what I want to do. I really want to bond and connect with y'all. So comment down below any more questions y'all have or any videos y'all want to see, and yeah, I will see y'all on the next one. Bye, besties.